And then go there and spend some time there. Do the commute during peak hour yourself back from the capital city to the satellite city. And if it takes 4 hours, think, if I was a local, would I actually do this?
Anna Porter, welcome to Property Insights. How are you going? All right?
Great, thanks.
So where's population declining now, for example?
I think in Australia, there's not a lot of areas where there is population decline. I know
There's been migration out of Victoria and Sydney, though, and particularly out of Sydney, New South Wales into Queensland.
Yeah, and there's also consideration of population growth has two different elements. It's population growth from international people, which we don't have a lot of that, and then internal migration.
Yeah.
So internal migration, we are seeing Sydney-siders and Melbourne moving into some of the more affordable satellite cities or capitals. But when they look at the 5-year plan, they're bringing back in international migration. So it's like, are we looking at 12 months or are we looking at 3 to 5 years?
Right.
So you've got to align that with your strategy of how long am I going to be in this market as well. Northern Territory's had a bit of a rough time of it, but then WA, and again, it's hard to sometimes assess these things effectively. WA has projected population growth, but then they closed their borders for 2 years and didn't see any of it. So, it's also about getting on the ground and speaking to the agents, speak to the solicitors, speak to the valuers, especially the valuers. They've got nothing to sell you. The agents are going to want to sell you stock. That's their job. If you talk to the local valuers, they'll just tell you what the market's doing and what's happening and is there good demand. And if you're looking at residential versus commercial, they're very different asset classes and they perform differently too. So you've got to talk to the right agents that specialise in the area you're looking at. But all of those things work in the same kind of way in different parts of the country. What I'd say is start with the capital city. Look at Brisbane or look at Perth or look at wherever it might be. And then if you can't afford the capital that shows all this data, where's the, as you say, people move out of the area when they get priced out, locals. So where are they going to go? So is there a satellite location nearby, Sunshine Coast or Gold Coast for Brisbane or Wollongong, Newcastle, Central Coast for Sydney? Can you get into the nearest satellite city?
And is there infrastructure there for them to travel back and forth to work?
And then go there and spend some time there. Do the commute during peak hour yourself back from the capital city to the satellite city. And if it takes 4 hours, think, if I was a local, would I actually do this?
And your old saying, I remember you saying this, if it's more than 45 minutes to my place of work, then that's a problem, or something along those lines.
Yeah. People in Sydney, we're all crazy. We do it because we have to. We have no choice. And Melbourne to some extent. But most other places, it's not tolerable. They just won't do it. And my biggest one is go sit at the bus stop. I know that sounds ridiculous, but go to where you want to invest. Sit yourself at the local coffee shop or bus stop or train station. You'll get a really idea of the cross-section of the community and how people are moving around the community. Is it an active community? Are there a lot of people employed, or are there a lot of people hanging out at the train station that are unemployed, just wasting time? That'll just give you a sense for who your tenant might be and who your marketplace is.